What about making yours sound better?
Hi there, and welcome to this walkthrough video for WA Production SphereQuad. We call this plugin a semi-modular multi-effect, which is the best description we could come up with for what is a very creative and inspiring multi-effect that encompasses rhythmic filtering, flanging, chorus and phasing. All of these effects are housed in an easy-to-use engine, and they interact with each other in inspiring ways to create some insane stereo madness. So let's take a listen. So you can turn pretty standard bass lines into crazy filtered monsters. Or drum loops into trippy acid workouts. Or even full tracks into gated breakdown ready grooves. Of course, these are some extreme examples of the plugin in action, with the mix dial turned up to 100% wet. SphereQuad can also be used to add more subtle stereo filtering with more restrained dry and wet ratios. Hear how this standard synth line is transformed by the chorus module, or by using just the sequenced filters. So let's delve into SphereQuad and have a quick look at exactly what's going on. And for this I'll use a super simple saw wave riff so that you can hear what's happening to the signal. There are essentially four modules working together: flanger, phaser, chorus and filter sequencer, and all of these have adjustable parameters. Of course you can also use these modules individually or in any combination. So let's hear the flanger. And now the phaser. And the chorus effect. You can turn each of these modules on or off with the little buttons, and adjust the parameters with the manual, speed, depth and feedback dials. The three dials underneath these control the input from the other modules, so you can feed the signals through multiple modules at the same time. This can make for some great combinations of harmonics and modulation as the signals interact with one another and provide some really complex processing. This bottom blue section of the plugin features a little mixer for feeding signals from the flanger, phaser and chorus into the filter module, and this is where the fun really begins. So let's take this pretty normal long saw wave.
Hello, hello, hello. Hey everybody. I just turned on my microphone and boom. Hey, what is up? Sorry I paused the video, but you know it's 8 minutes long, like main review video, so you can play it at any time in case you will visit our web store. You will go to this SphereQuad plugin. You can find it right here or on our YouTube or Facebook channel. It's really up to you. I just wanted to let you know that we have released this plugin last Monday, or no, it was last Tuesday. And for some weeks now it will be discounted. There's this launch discount applied, which is minus 80%, so you can get it at this moment for 12 bucks, which is a super friendly price. You can always try the free demo right here and you will see whether you like the plugin or not. And then once you will decide that this plugin is the good choice for you, you can go and get it for this ultimate price. You know, it's a really cool tool. The other thing that I wanted to mention is that one of you guys that will share this live stream on Facebook to your friends will get this plugin from me for free. So after this stream, when the stream ends, I will check the list of you guys that share this live stream on Facebook, and I will pick one random winner, and I will upload this SphereQuad plugin for you or for him for free. So that is the first contest. I want to welcome everybody on YouTube. There are 35 viewers at the moment. The chat is starting nicely. Hey everybody. So there's Strum Music, Sarcastic Dude, Food Track, which is our mod, Akib, Theodore, Nesonim, Audio Trackers, a lot of you guys, Alexander. I want to welcome everybody. The same on Facebook. Hey George and Paul and Rafael and Junior and Lukash as well. It's amazing to see you there. So the most important thing from all is that in case you want me to review your track, do not post it to the comments area, or do not send me, like, you know, some private messages or whatever. What you need to do is to join our Discord group. You will find the link right after this live stream. You will join our Discord group. It looks like this. And then what you have to do is go to this, where is it? Oh, right here, feedback live streams chat room, and you will post your track there. So that is the only way. I will then go through all of these, or through as many packs as I will able to go through, and I will give you feedback. So I believe that should be it. And yeah, perfect. As the first track, I will play you guys the winner of the last week's Producer of the Week contest, which is in this case Salaya and his track Fuego. Just for you to let you know, after each stream we simply pick a winner from all of the tracks that you send us. So in case I won't be able to review your tune, don't be sad, because we will go through all of the tracks with other mods later, and we will pick one winner, and then, you know, I will play this winner's track as the first track in the next week's stream. So let's enjoy this amazing tune made by Salaya called Fuego.
In this. Let me sing about this.
And check the second drop.
Let me sing about this.
Absolute medley, as the PewDiePie would say. This is a really super awesome tune, and I'm so glad that I was able to review it last week. And now let's get to the tune. So who's the first one? The first one is Liska. Probably I'm spelling it right. I hope so. And the track is called Abstractions EP, Walk Down Memory Lane, maybe. The other tune made by Indian KSH, which is a hardcore fan of these live streams. I want to welcome you as well, my dude. The track is called Linkeshwara, and third one will be Audio Trackers tune, or track made by Audio Trackers ID. And let's open one more made by Mnemosin. And the track name is We Had Come to Understand What We Have Seen, What We'd Seen. Okay, and there is some info. So let's start with the first one. It should be Electro Swing, but question mark. I'm curious about this. Okay.
And it goes a little something like this.
Okay, well, this is a pretty cool tune, actually. I really do like it. I mean, it's kind of hard to... I tried it myself in the past to create like an electro swing kind of tune. So you did a really great job in there. I really like all of the elements that you picked and that you used. For example, this quick arpeggio. That one is really cool. Also the same with the vocal cuts that you used, or the short vocal parts that you used for the drop. And the same with the claps that you use for the drops. They are very clear, you know, really nice, stereo separated. So in terms of sound design and everything, you did a perfect job. The only thing I would suggest you to do is to take a look at the mastering, because I feel like, you know, there is still some headroom left that you could use to make the track louder, because you always need to, or should want to have the volume level on the commercial, you know, that to be able to fit the commercial standards. So I would suggest you to make the track, you know, a bit louder, punchier, but the rest is perfect. I mean, this is really a solid track, that's for sure. You know, great job. Okay, so Indian KSH, let's take a look at your track. And by the way, congrats to 1,000 followers on YouTube, on SoundCloud. Okay, cool. So the first part sounded pretty interesting. It sounded cool. It sounded great. I'm not sure about the guitar in there. It doesn't really fit the track, so I would suggest you to get rid of it. And this part over there is a bit messy. I feel like something is maybe off beat or something. The drop is super dirty. I mean, the kick is really huge. Maybe I would you know, try to make it a bit less obvious that there is this big room kick, you know, like I do not mean taking off some of the sub-frequencies or something, but maybe just smaller, make the tail of the kick smaller so there will be more space for the drop lead, but that depends on your taste. The drop lead that you used sounds interesting, however I would maybe go for a bit different sound, but that's again a matter of the taste. I believe that the most important things that you should improve are over there, you know, these two parts that I mentioned at the beginning. And then I would suggest you to do some A/B testing for the drop leads, maybe even for the kicks, and yeah, maybe you will find some better sounds for the drop. You could even add some high frequencies to the drop lead to make the sound a bit more clearer, crispier, and that could help the sound as well. But generally, you really improved your production skills, so well done. Let's listen to this hardstyle track made by Audio Trackers.
We dance.
Yeah, okay, well, this is a work in progress, right? It sounds interesting. My favorite part of this track, or my favorite element from this track, are the kicks, because they really, you know, the kicks sound really great. It cuts really through the mix, and the balancing spectrum. Oh, what am I saying? The frequency spectrum is exactly, or it feels exactly that part of the frequency spectrum that it should fill. That's what I want to say. This section over there, which is breakdown / build up, it's maybe a bit boring. You know, I would suggest you to use more effect sounds, better drum samples for this part, better synths for this part, and the same for the drop. I feel like the Super Saw chord or the Super Saw preset that you use there sounds dope, but it could sound not much, but it could sound better. You know, it could be wider, heavier, sharper, and that could be done by layering multiple synths. You don't have to use only Super Saw type of presets. You can use some square ones or whatever, you know, will make the sound fuller and heavier. So I would definitely suggest you to use more layers, maybe even add some more reverb or something. But the melody sounded pretty good to me, so I believe that you are on the right way, that's for sure. So here is this track. We had come to understand what we'd seen, and there is this info right for me. Roman intentionally mastered to -12 LUFS, sorry, or LUFS, I'm not sure, to try and strike a balance between Spotify and YouTube's normalization and SoundCloud's lack of normalization. Any tips on how to handle that? Well, that is something that I never cared about, and I believe that not really many producers really care about these normalization processes that are being applied by YouTube, Spotify, or SoundCloud. Simply make the track as good as you can, as loud, you know, like accept the level of acceptable loudness as you can to make it sound good to you in the MP3 or WAV formats, and simply, you know, let these platforms do their job and and let them normalize the track however they want. You know, you cannot change that by being or trying to master it exactly to -12 laughs or loops. So I would simply suggest you not to bother with these things and concentrate more on the mastering and production type of the process. These drums over there are really cool. Overall, this is a very interesting track. I'm not sure to what genre should I assign it. Probably something cinematic, or I don't know. I never listened actually to such tracks before. You obviously spent a lot of time on producing this, which I can hear from the track itself. You did a great job. I mean, in terms of mixing and mastering, it sounds very clear and crispy. The drums are cutting through the mix. All of the sounds are nicely layered. You know, they are not in conflict with each other. So yeah, you did a good job. I mean, I'm not exactly sure if I should give you some suggestions, because this is something that I have really low experiences with. So it's rather for me to expand my knowledge of such tracks rather than being able to provide you feedback for this one. It sounds great, in my opinion. If it sounds according to your ideas and according to what you wanted to create, then you did a great job, I believe. Definitely sounds interesting, but to be honest with you, it's not my cup of tea. I probably wouldn't put this into my Spotify playlist or into my mobile phone to listen to it later, but it definitely sounds interesting, and you definitely I can definitely hear that you are a skilled producer, because some of the things inside sound really cool. So well done with this one. There is something I wanted to show you guys. I'm not sure if you are visiting ADE this year, which is an Amsterdam dance event, but you probably saw this new t-shirt. Some new clothing arrived. We are not selling it or providing it so far, so it is only available for me, but I wanted to show you this. Check this out. I will open this little bag, and boom. What do you think? What do you think this is? It's saying AA production. You probably will recognize it. It looks pretty dope, right? So let me know if you will be able to find out what is it. AA t-shirt we want. Oh, I probably stay out. You know, the stream is a bit delayed, so I have to wait for your answers a bit. Still nothing. SD card. Something in this style, yeah. It's not directly SD card. It is, USB. So it's like, you know, USB that looks like a credit card, and it's actually, you know, the same size. So you can simply take it, put it to your wallet, and take it everywhere with yourself. It's a pretty handy thing, right? This one is, I'm not exactly sure if it is 16 gigabytes big or 32. We have at the moment 25 of these. We'll be giving them to some producers and labels on ADE. So in case you will be there and you will meet me, I'll be just hanging around throughout the whole week there. I'll be able to give you one of these beauties for free. You know, you just have to find me there. But you know, I'll be covered with AA production merchandise, so it won't be that hard. But I'm really excited about these. I mean, it looks great, like the black color with the white logos in there. And it will be, I forgot to mention, it will be filled with some sample packs and plugins. So this would be really a handy thing to have. Just wanted to let you know about it. Hey man, we don't got all this luck. You mean like luck by being able to go to ADE? I mean, if you are outside the Europe, I understand that it could be pretty tough to get there, right? But you have your own, I mean, in USA or Asia, you have your own conferences and dance events. So this is more for Europe-based people, I guess. Yeah, I wish I had the money. Understand that. Okay, never mind. I just wanted to show you these. For you guys that just tuned in and you want me to send me a track for feedback, what you have to do, you know, check this out. There are some guys sending me messages. I won't be going through these tracks for sure. What you have to go is to join our Discord group, go to this feedback live stream chat room, and send me your track there. In case I won't be able to give you a review or provide you a review, don't be sad, because we will go through, my apologies, we will go through all of the tunes later after the stream, and we will pick one tune that will win the producer of the week contest, and I will play your track at the beginning of the next week's live stream. So I'm opening some more links right now. Oh, there are a lot of comments on Facebook. Sorry I missed you guys. I was taking a look only at YouTube. Installer of your plugins. No, it's not that complicated. It's not that complicated. You were right. It was a USB that looks like a credit card. It's funny to be able to see your comments. You are funny guys. Cool. And also, since there are quite a lot of you on Facebook, make sure to share this live stream. I will pick one winner randomly from you guys that will share this live stream, and I will upload this SphereQuad delay plugin, this SphereQuad plugin for you for free, for one random winner that will share this live stream on Facebook. So let's take a listen to this Avicii Sunshine tribute made by Stowrite. I mean, take a look at him. He already didn't look okay, right? In this image.
I'm going there up to the light. I feel the light. I'm going there up to the light. I feel the rain. I'm feeling 100,000 hearts. So where am I? That's all the thought that I can say, that you are there. So please be careful on your way up to the light. Don't fear to the stormy skies. Every moment you live your life. What you thought, what you always say now is your legacy.
Nice tribute, that's for sure. I would definitely suggest you to affect more or to take a deeper look at the acapella. You know, add some fine tuning, because I feel like some small parts of this acapella were off key a bit. Definitely add more reverb, delay, maybe even EQ or compression, multi-band compression, to simply sound it more wet. At this moment it sounds quite dry, you know, unaffected. And also where this backing vocal or when this second vocal comes, the layer, it simply could be done better. I believe you can, for example, send the other vocal a bit to the left or to the right to separate it a bit more. And yeah, that could be it. Then I would also suggest you to use more FX sounds, mainly for the drop, you know, like these claps with reverb or some downlifters, white noise, swishes, whatever, to support the atmosphere a bit. Because, you know, even though it sounds good, I mean, you use great kick and everything, it sounds a bit dry again. So above or together with these effects, I would also suggest you to affix the sounds, the synths that you are using more, you know, add more reverb, delay and everything, maybe some short fills and this kind of stuff to yeah, make it more interesting. But the rest is great, so thank you very much for sending this track. Here is another track made by Heretic, Sleeping Lion, how we know, Heretic remix. I kept, and Heretic sang about this release, that I kept the original structure and only changed the vocals a bit. Besides that, everything is new. I really like the original track, so I tried to make it a bit more fitting for the EDM scene. I hope you'll enjoy it. I do not know the original tune, so I won't be the best judge for this one, but I will do my best.
Scratches on your back, just to hear you laughing. Was it love? I don't know if we knew what we wanted. But we knew what we had when we lost it. Said we need a break, said we need to break it off. Now I don't want the space, you don't want the space at all. Thought it'd be better, but we never.
Yeah, this sounds really great. You know, I like these kind of drops. It reminds me of our latest pack that we just released on Sounds of the Beatport. I will just play the preview of the track because I really like that one. But what you did is great. It's great. I would probably suggest you to make the synths a bit more clearer. You know, add a bit of some high frequencies, or maybe layer it with a bit of white noise. Also one other thing that I would probably do differently is that I would use a different kick sample, because I feel like there could be used a different kick with not that many mid-low frequencies inside to make the overall sound a bit clearer. But that's just a matter of the taste. You know, in case you like this kick, it's absolutely okay to have it there. In terms of mixing and mastering, it sounds good to me. It sounds nice. You know, the original track probably sounds really cool. So you did a great job in remixing it, because sometimes when people are remixing the tracks that they like, or some really cool tunes, they simply mess it up and it's not, you know, it's not what should be done in terms of remixing, but it's not your case, so you did a great job on this one. I will just play you this short part just for you to see how it sounds. It has been made by Avix. I really dig that one. You know, I really like these kind of drops where there is nearly nothing playing and then suddenly this reverb, this reversed reverb, or some tail that is introducing this big hit that comes right after that, together with some super saw, since it sounds really epic and majestic, and I really do like such tunes. Such the Silmer was the one that I just reviewed, so thank you for reminding that to me. Let's take a listen to this Slow Magic Wildfire and remix made by Alcas.
When you came and stole my heart, yeah, you took it away. I guess I wasn't strong enough. I got caught in your flame, and I would never know that you could turn until it was too late.
Nice. The drop that you probably created sounds really cool. It flows well together with the breakdowns, with the vocals, so this is a fine piece of art. I could say this way. The only thing is that you should probably make the second drop a bit different than the first one, you know, just add some sounds, or add add some more synths inside, or one more droplet or whatever, to divide it a bit from the first one to make it different. The rest sounds really cool. I'm not, you know, 100% sure if the mastering couldn't be done a bit better, if it couldn't be done, if the track couldn't be a bit louder. That is something that I would have to see right inside a project, so it's up to you. You have to know the best by yourself, whether there is still some headroom left or not. So just double check that, and the rest sounds really cool. I believe that you did a great job on this one. I like this part over there, right between the two halves of the breakdown, sorry, of the drop. I'm talking some weird things today, where this little siren or something comes to the drop as well. That sounds really cool. Yeah, that sounds really dope. You know, you definitely did a great job on this one. You can send me you must download on your phone application Discord. Marek, yeah, there is actually possible. It is actually possible to simply open Discord right in your browser. You don't have to download any apps, but you know, it's good to have their software on your PC or on your phone. It will make your life easier. Let it ask me whether I'm planning to, or I'm going to have some new releases. I'm not planning anything like that, because you know, I'm fully concentrating on WA production. We are planning some great things there. I'm really glad that you like this tune. Yeah, you guys are really cool at providing feedbacks, sometimes better than me. So let's listen to this El Felipe future bass drop, staff tube, and El Felipe. Cool, that's quite a short clip, but sounds interesting. I mean, the melody is great. I do like hard sidechain, but in this case, I feel like the sidechain could be a bit smaller. I mean, the sidechain effect could be a bit weaker, let's say it this way, because since you know you're sidechaining the sounds really hard, and there are quite a lot of kicks playing throughout the drop, the melody is a bit lost behind or under the sidechain effect. So I would suggest you to make it a bit lighter, and then definitely, you know, make the track bigger, wider, louder. The overall mixing and mastering, you know, it could be, there is definitely some headroom left that you could use. For sure, add more fake sounds and fails, but you know, it's hard to say from such a short preview. The lead plug that you are using in the breakdown, I would suggest you to layer that one with some more sounds. In case you have Nexus, I would definitely suggest you to use Nexus. The same for the drop chords, you know, to make it sound more interesting, more crispier, more wider, and more professional. Nice. Here is a tune by Ivory. Here is another tune. Oh, experimental track. Here is about that one. Here is another tune made by Address SZ. Nightfall also sent me his track, which is great. This sort of final. Okay. And Jugi 2K. Sounds interesting. Great. You guys can send me public as well as private. So yeah, it's so good at feedback session. Yeah, perfect. Any questions here on YouTube? Thank you. Nice drop teaser, sidechain, your reverb. Okay, cool, great feedbacks there, guys. So here is a track called Phone, made by Ivory. #1 rank in spinning records talent pool. Thanks for the support. That sounds great. Okay, searching for a label.
Text, reply, answer the phone. Text, reply, answer the phone. Text, reply, text, reply. Text, answer the phone. Text, reply, answer the phone. Text, answer the phone.
Cool. Well, this is a very interesting track. Yeah, there are some great parts there. There are some parts that can be improved. Okay, here's my cat doing weird things. the most important thing that I would suggest you to improve is the drop bass, because I believe that it can be done better. The synths that you are using can be sound a bit more professional. You know, in case you have Nexus, I would definitely suggest you to try some Nexus presets. And also, when the drop bass comes to the game in this build up, I would definitely suggest you to filter the bass. You know, not to place it directly in the full strength with all of the sub frequencies inside, and keep the boom effect to the drop itself. When you are introducing the sound, you should slowly introduce it to the track, not place it directly in there with the overall power and everything. So that kind of lowers the wow effect of the drop. But the drop lead that you used, that sounded really sharp and interesting. The reversed reverb that you used as well in the drop sounded interesting. You know, there are so many things that you used for this in this track. I mean, these phone effects and these bleeps and vocals and everything. It sounded interesting. I would probably do it a bit different way, but you know, I'm also not. I also do not have any releases in spinning, so that's up to you. You know, it sounds interesting. I would definitely suggest you to continue in this path of creating great tunes. Here is a track by Address, and I'm not able to read this, sorry. No aguento mais o pá versao.
I know the story of your life, where I always make you laugh. To the forest where we found that hidden path. To the summertime of 2005, when we were still alive, when we were still alive, still alive, still alive, still alive, still alive, still alive, still alive. So let's go back to the
Okay, cool. Well, I also do like this kind of melodic dubstep tunes. You did definitely a great job. I'm not sure if these vocals belong directly to you or you took them from a sample pack. It really doesn't matter. I would be just curious about that, because the vocals sound really cool. For the drops, I would definitely suggest you to make the sounds sharper, because I feel like the high frequencies are missing in there. You know, there should be a bit more of them. You should definitely use more like synth fills and drum fills in the drop to make, or to divide the drop into individual parts a bit more, to make it sound more interesting. The melody is cool, the sounds that you used are cool as well. Maybe try to layer some of them or something, but overall, you know, this sounds like an interesting tune. You can even play with the stereo separation to make the track wider. That could also help as well. Where is the cut? Not sure. Okay, so that should be about it. Here is a Nightfall Disorder final track. It is Death Step, whatever that is. This electric guitar sounds really interesting and pretty dope actually, with the delay on it. Sounds good. This vocal is neat. Well, yeah, I understand the death step genre now. It sounds dope. Again, I'm not sure about whether this track couldn't be a bit louder, you know, wider, a bit more brutal, aggressive. That depends on what you are able to see on your master channel. The first drop probably sounded a bit better than the other one. Come on, SoundCloud. Yeah, that's like more puncher rather than this one. Yeah, this new bass sound that you are using there, it's not that aggressive. Maybe you can add more distortion or whatever to make it sound better, but overall this sounds like a super interesting track to me. It sounds really dope. The snare and the kick that you are using, you know, it really cuts through the mix well. So the only thing that I would probably do differently is that I would really try to make it as aggressive and as loud as possible to really blow my listeners' ears and minds when they would be listening to it. But that's just a matter of mastering. So well done. There are some guys, Khalil and other ones, asking how to send the track for feedback. You have to simply join our Discord group. You will find a link under this live stream. Then you will go to the feedback live streams chat room, and you will post your track there. That's the only option. How long you gonna stream for? Not much time longer. I mean, I will probably end it in around 10 minutes because I'm always streaming for 1 hour from 7 to 8 p.m. So we are getting to the end slower, but we are getting there. So here is a Juho Raphael track called Wanderer, and it is a future house tune. So the first thing that I would probably change there is the melody loop, you know, is the melody itself, because it's not catchy enough in my opinion. The sounds that you pick for the drop, they sound really cool, you know, but I would definitely suggest you to go for a bit different melody. The sounds that you pick for the breakdowns aren't that cool anymore in my opinion. It sounds like too ordinary in my opinion. Again, it sounds too ordinary. So I would definitely suggest you to go for a bit different sounds to make the breakdowns like a bit slower, you know, try to work with the energy of the track, try to work with the atmosphere. You can add some fake sounds or some reverbs, reverse reverbs from here to there, and some different sounds, you know, to make it sound more interesting for the listener and to prepare them for the drop properly, because at this time the track just like flows, but there is nothing catchy enough that I would play. I would download this track, or I would even buy this track, or something that would make me want to listen to the track a few more times to really enjoy it. So yeah. But from mixing and mastering point of view, I think that this sounds pretty cool. It could be probably a bit louder, but the sound is clear. The drums are on place, so that is something that you did well. Do the next top 5 tracks. In Mexico, it's yeah, it's 12:54 p.m. Mexico. Okay, what was the track? Looks like I probably skipped something. Oh yeah, this is the last one. Great, so let's listen to this one. And Visor. This one. Okay, yeah. Like Hope is saying that it's unmastered and that he will have a singer or something to fill the verses. That's definitely a good idea because the verses are empty. They sound cool, but definitely they need a vocal there or to be included. The drop lead, I'm really not sure about. You know, it doesn't sound that good. I mean, it's an interesting idea. But it's not that catchy and unique, I believe. So you should maybe try to use a bit different lead. The background chords that you are using, they sound cool. Also this short fill. You can maybe try to add some more percussion and cymbals, you know, like a top loop or something, FX sounds, to make the drop sounds more interesting as well, to add more elements inside. The mixing and mastering could be done better, but since it's unmastered, I am not allowed to speak about this. So yeah, this is a good direction for sure. Here is a Visor versus Switcher, and the track is called the Abyss, double S, and it's dark room genre. Why is this, you know, second drop that more louder than the first one? That's interesting. Cool. Yeah. This track is just so dark that I'm not sure what could be done differently. It sounds interesting. I like the why yeah type of vocal that he used for the breakdown. I would probably suggest you to again play a bit more with the track progression, to really play with the energy of the track, to keep the most for the drops only, not trying to make like super majestic breakdowns. You know, you always have to lower down the energy and make the break in terms of breakdowns and make them more atmospheric, to simply create or prepare the listener for the drop, which, you know, should have this wow effect, as I already mentioned today multiple times. Effect sounds, fills, but that's probably it. I'm not that sure what I should review in this case. It sounds good. Maybe, you know, you should really take a look at why the second drop is that much lower than the first one. So you should probably improve the volume level of the first drop or something like that. You guys were sad that I didn't pick 4 tracks, so for now only 2 ones. So I picked 2 more, and here is a track made by Nicro, and it's a remix of Sleeping Lion, How We Know. And there is a description. For the second drop I changed the synth, but still the same melody. I was thinking like guitar kind of solo for the drop. By the way, at the beginning of second drop, lead volume goes low. I don't know why. Lol. Okay, so let's listen to it. Cool. I'm also not sure why the lead synth sounds that low at the beginning of the second drop. Probably some automation or something. It sounds good. It sounds a bit dry. You know, I would definitely suggest you to add more reverb and delay on the synths. I would probably go for a bit different kick sample and overall the drums. And also, you know, in terms of mixing and mastering, the overall track could sound louder, because I can see that there is still a lot of headroom left. But the melody that you picked flows well with the vocals, so you did a great job on this remix. But it still needs some final touches. And let's listen to the Reasons remix of High Enough.
But since you came along, I don't believe them anymore. I guess that this only works for us. But I'm mad that we have to get so drunk. I don't think that makes us better. Sleeping and staying up for the night ain't high enough. Me high enough. High enough. High enough. You don't get me high enough. When I'm not myself, so if this is all we know, then close your eyes. I guess that this only works for
so cool. I can definitely see the idea behind this remix. It sounds great. However, the bass synths that you are using there, the drop bass lead that you are using, it definitely should be more obvious. You should definitely make it more louder or something, you know, compress it, make it stand on the bit more on the top of the mix, because it's a bit hidden at the moment. The same with kicks, you know, all of the elements are there, but you should give them their own space. The same with kicks, the same with the bass, and also the piano that you use, it sounds cool, but that one for instance sounds a bit dry, so you definitely should add more reverb or delay to that one, and you know, make the sounds that you are using sound a bit more wet, professional, like they really to make them stay on the top of the mix, because at this time it flows with all of the other features and with all of the other elements that are there, but nothing really stands out in, for example, when the drop hits or something. I would also suggest you to use more FX sounds to make the difference between the breakdown and the drop more obvious. But the drums that you picked, the top loop, the kicks, all sounds good. So the energy of this track, you know, really like feels well. And in case this would be improved, I would definitely go and buy this track, because it sounds interesting enough for me and unique enough for me. So good job on this one. That should be it. That should be it, guys. I'm a bit tired. I'm not sure why. Probably it's because it's Tuesday, you know, beginning of the week still. So thank you very much for watching. We'll be moving the Sunday stream to Tuesday, because it was quite difficult to be able to stream each Sunday. Tuesdays will be much easier for me to be there every time, you know, like every Tuesday. So I will see you in 7 days from now. Simply, you know, in case you want to stay in touch with us, just join our Discord group. You can find many more chat rooms there, not just the one for the track links. We will now go through all of your tunes, and we will pick the best one. We will announce it somewhere in the general announcements probably, and the winner of today's contest, of today's producer of the week contest, will be announced in the Discord, and I will play your track or the winner's track at the beginning of the next live stream. So one more time, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon in 7 days from now. Have a lovely rest of the Tuesday and great week. Peace. Goodbye.